Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jackie, and I am forever faithful. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Hope you all are well today. I just wanted to know who's ready to shine and sparkle like a diamond. I think most humans want to shine like a diamond in one respect or another, or different parts of their lives. Whether it's being, the great parent, great spouse, great employee, friend, confidant, whatever. But I do believe that we were born to shine. But because we've been here on earth and we've encountered a lot of grime and dirt, because deep down inside, we really are a gem, ready to shine and sparkle. But the thing is, in order to get to that diamond, there's a process, a long, daunting, tedious process that must take place in order to remove the dirt, the grime that has the diamond, the gem encased. So the process of a diamond is basically to dig it up, to secure it, to dust it off, to grind it, to cut it, to polish it, to wash it. The definition of a diamond is shaping rough stone into a faceted gem. And it requires specialized knowledge, tools, equipment, and techniques because of its extreme difficulty. Rough diamond is placed in usually in cement to stabilize it. Usually cement or some type of mold to stabilize it. And then it is cut with a sharp groove that is carved into the diamond. And that's the thing. That's what God, the divine creator, is doing with us, to make us into the gems that he created, which is he's taken us out of the dirt. After tumbling around in the dirt, we're taken out to be secured in a different place. We were tumbling all about in relationships with family, friends, hoes, bros, foes, and with the people or things or situations or places that are okay being dirty. They're okay tumbling around in the dirt. So it's like God will take us out of it, take us to another place and secure us. And once we're secured, where we cannot escape, then that's when God began to clean us up, begins to dust us off. He has to take us out of the dirt, clean us up, because we have somewhere else to go. We have other places to be. It's kind of like when we were a kid and we're outside playing and, parents say, come inside, wash up and change your clothes because we have somewhere to go. That's what God would do for us as well. We have a final destination that only the divine creator is aware of. But in order for us to get there, he has to clean us up. And it's not always a pretty picture. It's not always a pretty picture. So once we're cleaned up, dusted off the dirt, then the sawing begins. And with the sawing, to me, it's sawing off the people, places, and things that no longer serves us, But we won't see that a lot of times until we are in a different space, mentally and physically sometimes, in order for us to gain clarity, to see that these people, places, or things are no longer serving us. It's only hindering us. So God will saw those people, that job, that situation, that career off. And a lot of times the sawing process, sawing off old things that are no longer in use, these things are dead weight. God can't have that on us. We don't want that on us. And a lot of times we're carrying burdens that aren't even ours to carry. And so God will saw that off. And so cutting away the dead weight to lift the burdens will be painful for most humans. It really will, because it will be relationships that you've probably had a lifetime, friendships you've had since grade school, even marriages or intimate relationships that you've been in for several years or even decades. But the thing is, God always sees from a different perspective, a higher perspective, sees the bigger picture, and know that this is that weight and it must be removed, because you can't shine with dirt on you. You can't shine when people are constantly throwing dirt at your dreams, your ideas, your feelings. You can't. We just can't do that. So God will saw it off. Saw it or them off, because it's just dead weight. And during the cutting, there may be harsh truths revealed about people, places, and things, situations, and even ourselves. And I think during this process, we learn a lot about ourselves, what we've allowed into our lives and what we haven't allowed into our lives. And usually we've allowed more discord than harmony into our lives. And oftentimes it's because we are stuck in an emotional place that keeps us trapped into these toxic relationships and situations. So God says no more. And it's a process that takes time, patience, care, determination to shine, and most of all, faith that everything that is happening for you, not to you. It's for your better good. It is actually training you for what's next ahead. So you will be able to spot the foes and understand that, certain things in relationships, whether it's, intimate relationships or friendships, or even with family members or very close friends, that certain things won't be tolerated anymore. And some people will be able to adjust to the new you and others won't. But then you'll know who's really for you and who's against you, who's really valuing your relationship and who's not. Because if they want you to remain the same, stuck in the dirt and not being able to shine like the gem that you were created to be, then those people should not be involved. And there's a reason why God is cutting them or situation out. There'll be a lot of changes. A lot of changes from not only from your outside world, but your inner world as well. That so much change that you won't even really recognize yourself in some respects or your old life. And really no desire to go back to where you've come from. Not to say that you won't be tempted, but the true desire is like, there's a sense of relief that you see people or situations for what they are, because the divine creator will reveal the truth about people and situations and circumstances to you during this securing process. And during this process, as you begin to lose a lot of the dead weight, you begin to feel lighter and you begin to glow in a different way than you had before. And that glow is an indication that you're closer to being polished. And I just think it's awesome to be able to glow up from the floor up. I do. Because nothing or no one can take credit but the divine creator for it. Because during this time, you're usually alone. And the light that you knew is no longer. And dealing with the truths that are revealed. And healing from that. Healing must take place after each cut. After each cut, healing would need to take place before polishing. Polishing comes after all that is no longer needed has fallen by the wayside on the floor where our enemies reside as our footstools. Polishing every cut, every facet, every carat, every millimeter of the gem is necessary before being presented to the world for viewing. This gem, this diamond, is put into a luxurious box for housing, secured with bulletproof glass, which it sits on a spotlighted throne for which everyone to see. The final product is more rewarding and worth the process in the end. So it's not always easy. The process of becoming a diamond isn't easy. No one ever said that it was. Even a jeweler to tell you that. But again, it takes, because it is a difficult, challenging process, only the divine, only God could actually work us through this process in turning us into a gem. So it's easy for people to see everyone else shine so brightly, but none of us have any idea how many cuts did it take for them to shine. How many things or how long was the process in order for them to shine like the diamond? And that's the thing. Every diamond is unique. Not one is exactly the same. And the process for each diamond is the same, but the time to process it may be different. So understand that when God has a destination for you, He's going to take you out of the dirt, clean you up, and put you out shining and bright for the whole world to see. Anyway, that's all I had to share with you all today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am forever faithful. And this is Jackie. I'll see you next time. Bye. Take care of yourselves.